But like I said
Yeah.
though, that was the great segue though, because Oakland has, and I can also introduce this as well, because Oakland
Yeah, man.
has just got a new police chief, which actually made me feel kind of good. Like, you know, what I mean, I was like, okay, because
Mm.
usually the people that have been in his office before, in his seat, it's not an office. He wasn't elected. He was appointed by the mayor. I wouldn't say. Um, the last two, see, this is why it's a slippery slope, right? Because as somebody who used to be on the wrong side of the tracks, like, and somebody who knows a lot of people who were on the wrong side of the tracks and who got their life together, and you know what I mean, and then also knowing a lot of people who live on the wrong side of the tracks and said, "Fuck getting my life together," like, you know what I'm saying? It's a very slippery slope, like, especially when you're a person right now who has a family, has a, you know what I mean, you're married, like, you want to, and then also you care about your community because now you're older. All that minor stuff is kind of for minors, like, you know what I'm saying? What they say, childhood things you put away, childish things, like something like that. You know what I mean? I think there's a
Mm.
phrase something similar like that. So like I look at things with a different perspective. So I realized for the community, the last two chiefs, the last one was more concerned with the political platform, keeping Chinatown safe, not really what the overall problem is. Um, the new police chief, I think his name is Floyd. What is his name? What's his full? I know his last name is
Floyd
Floyd. What's his full name? Floyd.
Floyd Mitchell.
Floyd Mitchell. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Floyd Mitchell. He actually, I want to say he was the police chief of Lubbock, Texas, or something like that. And then he migrated here. He worked very closely with the mayor, and she saw his public. This is her words, not mine. Saw his public works in the community and saw that he was really of the people. You know, the same rigmarole speech. They, you know, I mean, the cool little rollout. You know, what I mean, like, no, I've seen him. Like, but me personally, I have seen him at the outreach centers. I have seen him working with Mr. Fab before he was police chief. He was actually just a regular
Mm.
detective cop. I've seen him in the communities, not trying to arrest nobody, like not, you know what I mean, just really trying to talk and, you know what I mean, get to know what's going on in the city. And so when you see a police chief pretty much go places with his badge on and off, like, and just be talking, not really there in a police capacity, as a human capacity. Um, it also inspires a little bit more hope when you see somebody of color in the
Mm.
same communities where things are happening. I don't know his platform. Like I said, I've seen him. I've seen how he talks. Um, I'm not pretty much sure what the police chief is supposed to do when it comes to crime. If he's cool with the community, like, you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
I don't know how it's supposed to be like. Oh, he's cool with us, but if you commit a crime, he ain't finna let you go. Like, so I don't
Right.
understand. I don't understand the whole rollout of him being like he's cool with the community. I'm like, that's what's up. But if you violate, we gotta violate you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't
Oh,
get it. But
100%.
but like I said, I just have a lot of hope for Oakland in the future. I want the community to go back to its um, this former luster that it had. I don't know what the rollout of a new chief is going to inspire by saying that he's cool with the community. Like, I think that shouldn't have been the rollout. I think the rollout should have been like tough on crime, Nick. Yeah, yeah, tough on crime. Yeah, you play with us, you take one of us, we're gonna take three of y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Oakland need a little more firm approach. I think the kid gloves need to be taken off. I don't think we need somebody on that type of shit. I think we need a Tiffany Henyard type energy. Like, somebody's gonna walk in there with a Nino Brown outfit talking about, oh, I've been to the trap spots. I done seen the blade. Y'all gonna have to pay me what you owe me. Like, you know what I mean? I think Oakland needs something. Like, it needs something. It needs something. This whole like, hey, you know what? Because we're talking. They didn't say anything about bringing back the two public schools they closed down. Didn't say that. Didn't say anything about bringing back the two after school programs they closed down. They actually talked about closing down another In and Out. They actually made International Street a barren wasteland. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna put a new chief. what are we protecting? Everybody's leaving. Like I said. So it's another. So like I said, I had a roundabout rant, but the whole thing is like I'm glad that you have a police chief, but the whole thing is once again, do you think the money is well spent on getting a new police chief and getting more officers, or maybe bringing back some of these community act? I mean, these community like activities that we used to have that stopped kids and prevented kids from committing these crimes in the first place. So I just wanted to say all that, like you know what I mean. So I'll let my man go ahead and let me, you know what I mean. Go ahead, and let me know what you think about the whole situation.
All right, so I did a little digging on
Even though I
home.
know you're not from here. Oh my bad. Oh
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 yeah,
oh oh oh
that's
oh
I'm not.
oh oh.
Come
Okay,
on,
no, because
relax.
usually you'd be like, I'm not from there, but hold on, my man already fucked me up. He said I did some digging. My bad,
I did
fam.
some
Go
digging.
ahead, fam. My bad, fam. Go ahead.
It's cool. Let me get my apron on. Let me cook.
Yeah.
It's my
Okay.
turn.
Hello. Hello.
It's my turn.
Hello.
So, um, interesting enough, and this will all be full circle, but I'm 50-50 about this dude, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'm 50-50 because after doing some digging, he comes from the military. So we know he has a no nonsense side.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was a long time ago, but it's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, um, this whole community talk and how he's like cool with the community and all that. If you've seen The Wire, you kind of
Oh, he gonna
you
cook.
understand
Oh, hold on. He gonna
why
cook.
this makes
He gonna
sense.
cook. Yeah, he gonna cook. Hold on. Let me get
You
my shit
understand
ready.
why this is a
Yeah.
benefit. You
Let
understand
me
why
fuck with.
like him being in the community is a good thing. Now that don't mean he's savior, but it's a good thing he's building these relations. On top of that, from what I've seen, the community loves this guy. Now, the people who work for him, I've heard it's 50-50. Now, if you don't have troops that want to be down for you, that's a different kind of animal and it's a different situation. Um, but to touch on that point that you mentioned about spending the money and all that, they needed to appoint somebody to be permanent because you can't just keep an interim title. So we had to get somebody that's official. So regardless, it had to happen. This is the dude. We're gonna have to just roll with it. Now, looking at some of the initiatives he's done, it's gonna be interesting to see how he does this. But apparently, he's made small little outposts, police outposts in different neighborhoods to try to just not only have a presence but faster response times, different things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see where he tries to pop these up at because Oakland is just unhinged right now. Maybe that plan won't work in Oakland and he'll have to adapt and adjust, which will also be interesting. But I'm 50-50 on him because it's new energy. The fact that he is trying to be rooted in the community, he's trying to understand the community, he's trying to learn who the players and the big faces are, shaking hands, kissing babies, all that. It's a start. It's nothing big. It's nothing to like brag about or give a lot of hope for. However, he's tried things, and like we were talking about Trump entrepreneurship and all that. You're gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna at least give you that. I'm gonna give you props because you're giving it a shot. You're trying something. Excuse me. However, I still just worry because if people don't like working for you, who you gonna have
Who can you
do
lead?
your plans?
Yeah, you
Or
can't lead.
you can have the best plans, but if you got no soldiers to fight the war, you're not gonna win it. And I think that's where it's gonna be very interesting. And I'm wondering if the military background is partially why people don't like working with him, maybe because he's like, yo, I'm no nonsense. I'm pulling rank. Do what I say. And you could be like that with your soldiers and not the people. You know what I mean? He could be more nice to the
Facts.
people and
Facts.
not the soldiers. So it's
Facts.
gonna be mad interesting. I don't know how much they spent on this dude or not, but
Couple hours.
he got a tall
Couple hours.
task regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless, he's got a big task ahead of him, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm not gonna say I'm optimistic. I'm not gonna say I'm pessimistic. He got a big task ahead. He seems to think a little outside the box at times, so I'm interested to see that. But if he's leaning on this whole community policing thing, that's going to be interesting. If he starts deputizing certain people, says, "Hey, you're a citizen, but I'm gonna deputize you so you can actually start making some arrests or booking people or whatever, or we're gonna make a little station here on International Street or Magazine Street or whatever. Like we're gonna start doing these little outposts. That's gonna be interesting because we know Oakland people, they will rob across the street from the police station with no problem. So
There's a homeless
that,
encampment across the street from the courthouse right now as we speak.
that's what I'm saying. So knowing that, I'm not. That's why I'm saying it's not something to be game
Optimistic.
changing. It's not like a game changer, but at the same time, like we'll see. And I just hope he doesn't think one size fits all. Like what you did in Texas ain't maybe gonna work here, even
Right.
if you met the people. But regardless, it's a big order he got to fill and figure out. And good luck to him, man.
I want to say, I don't know. You just said something right there that twice actually that I didn't actually put my wrap my head around until you said it. And fuck it, 10 for a hat time. Fuck it. Um, no, but let's be real though. You're right. He comes from Lubbock, or not, maybe not Lubbock, Texas, but I know it's Texas for sure. As a police chief over there, and that is a military. You know what I mean? Like I said, he came from the military as well. That was one thing that you hit me with, and you're right. How he came out here and started maneuvering was like militaristic when it came to community. I don't know if people are familiar with how the military and the government works when they're trying to overtake or secede or whatever the nice pronoun you want to put on it. Uh,
Infiltrate.
yeah, I'm like whatever nice pronoun you want to put on it. But that was 101 right there. Uh, get cool with the community. Boom. Set up outposts. Have you guys ever played the board game Risk? Fuck. Like this is easy as hell. This is like 1+1 type shit. Like you go over there. You know what I'm saying? You be cool. Okay, cool. Ingratiate yourself. You know what I mean? Pilgrims and Indians. Remember this type shit? Remember? Like, then you set up outposts. Like, oh yeah, let me go in. Type shit. All right, cool. Whatever they say. Um, that just was crazy to me because we literally on the last two pods have been talking about what happens if they put martial law in Oakland. And then now you got the police chief over here who comes from that background starting that shit. Who's to say they don't give the executive order like, oh yeah, whoop, 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 and then boom, they just go ahead and take. Oh yeah. Thank you for help. Thank you for your help for setting it up, but we'll take it from here. Like, like that's wild. I didn't understand. I didn't actually put two and two together when you said the military background. So maybe this is all actually a bigger plan than even a lot of people realize. Like because like I said, I saw him in the neighborhood. Um, cool. Like I said, badge on, badge off. But me, like I said, me personally, from the lifestyle I've led, when something don't feel 100%, you sit back a little bit and watch. Like you don't dive in full force. You know, I was looking at the looks around the Boys and Girls Club. I saw him on Hagenberger by the Denny's, like you know what I mean, talking to the homeless, and the smile wasn't really all the way. It was more like you know what I mean, little signs you notice, like same thing with Gavin Newsom. I hate to act like I'm a Gavin Newsom hater. I'm not. I just don't like what he did while he was in office. I don't know him as a person, like, so I'm not a hater. But like if you notice him in a lot of podium conferences or press conferences like that, it's that half smile, like it's a political half. It's weird that smile, like. And the only reference I have from it is when I watch comic books or when I watched a dog who saw Easy Prey. When like you know what I'm saying, or a cat, like you know what I mean, it's little shit. But that's pretty much all I wanted to expound on when you said when it came to that because I don't understand why people think that hiring a new police chief is going to change everything overnight. When just off what you said, if your soldiers don't want to follow you, how are you going to get them to do anything? How if you know what I'm saying? If you have duplicitous actions and you're working for something higher or a different agenda, then that's not even for the people itself. So, but and another thing you said was actually bars because I totally forgot about that. After they fired the last chief, or sorry, the last chief resigned. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, we had an interim this whole time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I totally forgot. We've been in interim stage for years. Like, you know what I'm saying? I totally forgot. So we have to put a face on it now to make it seem like we're doing something. So nah, I totally forgot about it. When you put all those pieces together, it starts to you actually start to see the picture a little bit clearer. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for
Yes,
you know what I
sir.
mean. That's what I'm saying. That's dope though. My man said I did my research. That's why I said, oh shit, let me shut what they call the fuck up. Because this man, I'm like, when he do his research, that man get to cooking.
I mean, we've been talking about Oakland, and I've been an East Bay dude probably most of my time in the Bay. So,
Facts.
as much as I want to be like, I'm not from there or I don't live there, I leave that for the politics and the voting because I can't vote. But I can definitely talk about people and their actions and all that, and so this to me is part of that. You know what I mean? This is a dude who comes from a different area, Kansas City,
Mm,
and then
mm,
Texas, and the
mm.
military. So he's already doing what he's got to do. He's getting in the water. He's trying to see the temperature. He's talking to people. It's cool,
But
but
is it
we'll see if the
duplicitous
people.
though? But is it
We'll just see if the
duplicitous?
people want to work for him, or if he's going to end up having to have his own police force who don't work for him, and he deputizes all these citizens. So you have two different types of cops,
I.e., Tiffany Henyard.
and you're gonna have a whole different situation. So interesting times. We'll be probably keeping y'all
Talking
up on
about
this
this,
one for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. We're gonna definitely keep them abreast about this for a minute. I'm gonna say the same thing I do to end this little topic, like we do every fucking pod. Prayers for Oakland,
Yes, sir.
for all the citizens and everybody there, man. Like,
P40.
yeah,
Prayers
P4O.
for Oakland.
Oh yeah, I got it for sure.
Throw that
Um,
hashtag in the comments.
P4O.
P40.
Oh God, P4O. Put it in. Hey, put it in the hashtags for sure.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments. Everything, man.